What's up, guys? It's Foggy Train. Back with another video. I want to start doing like movie reviews and TV series reviews and like game reviews maybe. But games, I don't know. It might take a long time. But I don't really don't play that many games, so I probably wouldn't make that many reviews. But anyway, first thing I want to review is I wanted to go by episode for Wandavision. I'm just gonna start at episode 3 because I don't feel like going back to the other episodes to review them. But yeah, so I'm gonna start with WandaVision episode 3. It starts off with a doctor visit. They're kind of just confirming the pregnancy. The doctor's like, yeah, no, you're definitely pregnant, going through all that kind of stuff. He mentions before he leaves that he's gonna be going to Bermuda for his vacation, and he heads home. Then Vision goes outside to like kind of send the doctor home and stuff, and he sees Herbert trimming the hedges, and then he trims all the way down to into the concrete like barrier fence that they have, and he doesn't seem to notice anything wrong about that, which is a interesting reality break. It's kind of unsettling to watch. So Vision goes back inside and he's kind of wondering what's going on. He says something's off, and Wanda rewinds like she did in episode 2. Then Wanda's water breaks, so Vision leaves to go see the doctor. The doctor is saying how his car pooped out, so he's probably not gonna be able to go to Bermuda. He says how he probably won't be able to go because, oh, I think that might be later actually. I'll get back to that. Anyway, while he's off getting the doctor, Wanda's having like contractions and stuff, and Geraldine knocks on the door. They have this funny little bit with the storks and stuff, but before that, Wanda's trying to cover up her pregnancy stomach with like a fruit bowl and like jackets and stuff, and things keep going crazy and changing beyond her control, and you kind of start to wonder if it's actually her powers going out of control or if it's actually one of her kids that are using their own powers. And then Wanda gives birth before Vision gets there. Vision gets there and she gives birth to the other kid. They name them Billy and Tommy, which are the names of their children in the comics, which they later, in later comics, they changed it to Wiccan and Speed. One of them has the powers that Wanda has, and one of them has the powers that Quicksilver had, which is why it's Wiccan and Speed. Let's see, I have some notes here I'm reading off of. So Vision and the doctor then go outside, and he bids the doctor farewell and tells him to have fun at Bermuda and stuff. And then the doctor says, oh, I don't think I'm going to be going to Bermuda. He's like, small towns, you know, so hard to escape. And it's a reference to the fact that they're all trapped in this reality. And then Vision sees Agnes over talking to Herbert, and she asks him about Geraldine and tells him how she has no family, no husband, no home, that kind of thing. And so it cuts back to inside the house where Wanda's talking to Geraldine, and Wanda's talking about how she was also a twin, and she was like, yeah, my brother Pietro died. And Monica says, Pietro, wasn't he killed by Ultron? And when she says this, I believe she said that because Wanda kind of seemed like she was remembering like her real life past. And so Geraldine, who is actually, if you didn't know from what was confirmed by Marvel, she's actually Monica Rambeau. So she's an agent of S.W.O.R.D. She was sent there to try to get Wanda out. So whenever Wanda was talking about her real life, I guess she thought it'd be a good time to bring up some more of it to try to pull her back to reality, but Wanda was not having it, and she seemed really apprehensive, and she noticed the sword emblem on Geraldine's necklace, or Monica Rambeau's necklace, I should say. And Monica Rambeau is trying to play like she's actually like one of the characters in that world, but Wanda sees right through it. And then when Vision goes back in, he asks where she is, and Wanda said she has to rush home. Then you see the dimensions change from the 70s, like kind of box size, to the widescreen of today's TVs, and to signal that you're leaving the 70s reality and moving back to the real world. and you see Geraldine, or Monica Rambeau, is thrown out of the reality into the real world, and the agents of swords surround her, and that's how the episode ends. This was a pretty good episode. I liked it a lot. There was a lot of reality breaks and a lot more Easter eggs and stuff to get into, but that's not what I want this video to be. I'm probably gonna end up making more like explanation videos and stuff like that. But if I had to rate just the episode, it would probably be like an 8.5, because it was just a really good episode. There was a lot of interesting stuff. Definitely recommend watching like explanation videos and that kind of thing if you are gonna watch this and you don't know too much about like Marvel comics and like just lore and that kind of stuff. But yeah, 8.5. If you haven't started watching it yet, then definitely get on it. Yeah, that's about it. Later.